The topic, of course, what I choose is don't ignore your ignorance. Are you even aware that you're ignorant about things? Yes, no? Yes. We are so ignorant about so many things about life, and we are very okay with being ignorant. So we tend to ignore even things that we think we know, or the things that we do not know. We are very good with ignoring even our own ignorance. So today, let's break free from this. Let's break free from ignorance and moving on. We all have a mental cage, right? We've fantastically put things inside our mental cage, and we've kind of learned, and we're okay with the basic fact of being ignorant. We're okay with the basic fact of, theek hai, chalta hai, I'm okay with what it is, it doesn't really matter, and I'm fine. But we will be caged throughout our lifetimes if we do not want to change something today. But the fact is, how much ever we like, being a business psychologist, being a spiritual coach, being in connect with a lot of businesses, when I talk to them, when I understand what they are, and even the counseling sessions, you may be NLP, mindfulness, hypnosis, regressions, emotional intelligence sessions, one thing is extremely common. Extremely common. That one thing is, you know what? People are okay. They're extremely okay with being ignorant. Chalta hai. Have you been on that thing ever? Have you? A yes or no? Yes, of course. I have been. You have been. We've all been there. Let's try something, okay? So I got this for you. What do you see? A cup? All of you? Show up a cup. What color is it?
White.
This cup has a white color. That's all that is there on it? It's a white color cup?
Yes.
What is it now? Can you see the color? It's a red and a white? What really happens? This is what happens to us. When we look at something, you're looking at it only from your angle. You're not looking at the whole picture. You're only seeing from where you can see. This is how we're ignorant about things. Whatever we can see and make sense of, we will think that is the only thing that is probably is correct. Another thing I find very interesting in today's generation is, मुझे सब आता है. आता है ना? I know everything. I tell my niece and nephews, you do this? I know. Have you ever experienced that? They'll say, मुझे पता है, I know. That's what happens to us. We are okay with not knowing new things, so we will be more ignorant towards new things. And this is a very, very interesting picture. Have a look at it for a couple of seconds. The more information, the more stressed out. The lesser information, bhale na jaane do. Whoever said this, that ignorance is bliss. Have you heard this before?
Yes.
My mother used to say this when I was young, and I won't tell her now, it doesn't work like that. Ignorance is not bliss, it is false. Because ignorance will not let you enter your own wisdom, your own castle of wisdom. It is going to shut off. If you do not stop ignoring things, it will not let you. So imagine yourself to be, how cool is this? Right? So if this was your own castle, and it's a wisdom castle of your own being, and you are the king, and you have to own up to your throne, right? But even for you to enter that castle, there's one big door that you have to break down. And that door is ignorance. Right? That door is ignorance. और वो ऐसे ही नहीं टूटता. It is not that easy to get to the door. There are two big pillars standing right besides that door. The first pillar is fear. We are scared human beings. We like to be scared of everything possible. Fear is a very, very big pillar to get inside the castle of your own wisdom. And second is its seductive, conditioned mind. We like to think things the way we want to think because it's already conditioned. Let's talk about fear. Now, fear doesn't come alone. Fear comes with his romantic partner called as pleasure. Fear cannot live in isolation by itself, so it has to come with pleasure. So I want to look pretty, I want to be rich, I want to have a status, I want to be this and I want to be that. Why do you want it? Because you fear agar nahi hua to. If I don't get that, then I will be left alone, I will be upset, I will be by myself, etc., etc. That is what fear does to you. It was very interesting, so I did a study. I had about 865 people. I couldn't get 1,000 people over about 1.5 years, so it's about 1.5 years. I said, chalo, let's figure this out. So with my people who used to come for counseling and sessions, I asked them two simple questions. Two simple questions. First question is, what is that one thing that you would want to change or add to your life? And second thing was, are your thoughts and your actions depending on your previous experiences? It was surprising, super surprising that people, so 32% of people really did not want to be judged. About 14% of people wanted perfection. About 38% people wanted self-love. Now, if this was just for the sake of it, it would have been different. But it was fear-based. They wanted to feel loved because they didn't want to be left alone. All of these wantings were fear-based. So pleasure and fear go hand in hand. Second thing I asked them was, are you whatever the way you behave, is it because of your previous conditioning? They said 82% of people said yes. And about 18% said no. It was surprising to me that, I'm not going to go into more statistics, but 79% people preferred no change. Indian or not Indian, the entire world, as a society, we are built up. We are brought with fear. Aise mat karna, waise karna, do this, do that, this is right, this is wrong. We have been taught, right? Ever since we were children, what is right, what is wrong, how do you behave, how do you stay? All of these have conditioned us and made us even more fearful. This is what it does. It makes our minds very conditioned. This is the second seductive pillar that I was talking about, conditioned mind. What is this? When I showed this image to somebody, and a lot of people came back to me and they said, this is a bird, this is an N, this is a Q, this is Doordarshan ka symbol here. I tell you what this is because I made it. It's scribble. It doesn't make any sense. There is nothing on it, really. I just basically just scribble. But how do you see these things? Because you have been conditioned to see these things before. You have, right? You have been conditioned to see these things, and hence you see it. So we live with our past. We pick up information from our past. We pick up information and we assume and analyze how the future is going to be, and we make our present pretty sad. Because we are putting information from it. It's fear-based, right? डर लगता है इसीलिए हम ये चीज करते हैं. The fact is people are okay with being uncomfortable. They're very identity crisis हो जाता है people. A lot of people have identity crisis. There was one person who was very depressed, and he later wanted to become happy. So he went to a therapist, he went to a doctor, he exercised, he did all sorts of things. He did all sorts of things, and he slowly was starting to become happier. So people who used to call him 20 times a day to check if he was okay or not, stopped calling him. They did not need him anymore. So after some time he realized, people recognized me as a depressed person. Nobody calls me anymore. Nobody talks to me anymore. After a breakup, what happens? People start calling you. After you find somebody else, people are okay with it. So suddenly that gap, that is the void that you have inside, that is left. So he again started to pretend to be depressed. How many times we have pretended to feel sad so we can get sympathy? A lot of times. A lot of people are smiling there. Yeah? So we pretended. That's what we do. We pretend. We kind of put these kind of stories and we validate it with our own little imaginations. We do it very well. That is what our conditioned mind does. You know what? There's a radical change that needs to happen. People really need to break that fear. One thing we'll do is try folding your hands. Change karna hai to we'll have to do it somewhere. Try folding your hands, arms like that. Wonderful. Look around. Please fold your hands. Look around. Do we have a right upper and a left niche or a right left upper? And check yours and the person next to you. Yeah? Now do it the other way around. Difficult? Uncomfortable? Yeah? Imagine if you had to do this for the entire day today. You will not. You will go back to this normal way of sitting down or folding your hands. Why? Because it's conditioned. Now imagine if that small area, that conditioning is so difficult to change. It is not easy to break that wall. But aisa nahi hai that it cannot be broken down. It will be broken down. It just takes time. It brings me to a very interesting area of conversation is light. Today we're talking about light and darkness, right? Yeah? Conditioned mind mein aur kya hota hai? Light and darkness, we think about something. Now, before that, let me see. If I was standing here and I was dancing and I really did something very funky over here and I really shouted or I became really soft while I was talking, really got yourself interested in the conversation that I was having, what would really happen? Your oxytocin will go higher, right? Your oxytocin, your dopamine, which make you feel happy. Oh, there's something cool that is happening. Even if the information is not that genuine, you will still feel, अरे कुछ तो बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है ना? काफी बार कहीं किसी को देख के लगता है ये तो अच्छा ही बोलेगी, then forget about it. किसी की तो शक्ल ही देख के लगता है अब तो कुछ भी बोल दे. होता है ना? We always do that, don't we? So we have seen the person, we have seen the animation, say आएगा, चलेगा. Doesn't really matter. Our minds are conditioned like that. Right? It happens, right? We condition our minds. Now we are talking about darkness and light, and this is what we were talking about today. What is darkness and what is light? I want to talk about this one thing which is extremely important. There's a lot of conversation that happens about darkness and light. This is darkness and this is light, right? A lot of the spiritual masters, the gurus, speakers, everybody has spoken. They have spoken about that darkness does not exist. Have you ever heard that? Have you heard that? Darkness does not exist. What exists is light. So when there is no presence of light, darkness shall happen. Now that is one conditioned thought. That's how we have been. Oh, we don't have the image there. But that is one way that we have been taught with. But have you ever thought that maybe only darkness existed? Maybe light was brought inside later. Remember the Big Bang, the supernova blast? All of that? Yeah? You remember all of that? You've read about that? You've heard that before? So what if, just what if, there was no light ever? And there was only darkness. Did you think from this point of view ever? Have you ever thought कि हो सकता है that is actually the other way around? Maybe, just maybe. Because you cannot fiddle with truth. You cannot really twist and change the truth. You can adjust lights. You cannot adjust darkness. हो सकता है. I'm going to leave you with that thought for you to decide if darkness existed and light came in, or light existed and when it went, darkness was there. Before I finish, there are three. You understand fear, you understand conditioned mind, but you also have to know how to break that wall. Three things that you can do. Three basic things you can do so you can break the wall by yourself every single day. One, take a helicopter ride. Not literally, but take one. So what you're going to do is, when you are in a situation, take a holistic view, look from upper say, give like a big panoramic view to what you're doing. Are you conditioned? Am I functioning out of fear? Is it really my mind? Is this preconditioned thoughts? How am I programmed? Just look at the entire situation like that. Second thing you can do is just take 2 minutes and write 2 things. You have to write 2 things every single day. Just 2 words. Either if you were fearful about something, or did you experience any conditioned behavior? Just 2 examples of it. That's more than enough. Third thing that you can do is become aware. You know, when you walked in a dark room, if you could stand there just for a couple of seconds, after about 30 seconds, the room starts becoming brighter. Have you noticed that? Right. Similarly, just become aware of what thoughts you're coming, what thoughts are going out. How do you behave? What are your trigger points? If you can do these 3 things, I am telling you, you will be able to break that door of ignorance. You surely will, but let me tell you, the youth of the world today, it is not instant coffee. It is not going to happen ki khola gola, and it's not like that. You will have to work it out. You will have to do brick by brick every single day. It's not going to happen ki aaj kiya aur kal ho gaya. It's not going to work like that. So these 3 things are extremely important. I really hope you can go back and win your own castle and sit on your throne, break the wall of ignorance, fight the true fear and conditioned mind. And I hope I have ignited some light in you. I hope you will think about this. I am extremely grateful for you people hearing me out. Thank you and namaskar once more.